Hi, I hope that you had a nice Sunday. Today is Monday, the 16th of March, 2026, of course. And I'm going to talk about the 24th March. 24th of March, when the moon, transiting through Gemini, creates an opposition with the black moon, which is here at 10 degrees in Sagittarius. That is going to be produced at 2 a.m. Universal time, of course. So wherever you are, it's important to work out exactly what legal time it will be, because it may be very different to this time. So the black moon represents what is not clear, what is so unclear that it becomes dark. That's what I call the dark zone. And it is an area of our life or of ourself that we are not really comfortable with, to say the least, because it could be worse than that. We could be ashamed of it. But the black moon also represents what life is at times hiding from us. It's like an enemy, an invisible enemy, hiding behind a corner, waiting for you to pass, and then jumps on you. You don't even feel it, but it happens. And when it's done, then you embark in a journey of problems that may be more or less serious, depending on your situation and so on. So when the moon triggers the black moon, it tends to allow us to understand what it is. What is that dark zone? To avoid being threatened by it and being a victim of what it represents or what it is. Now you see, there are discordances involving Mercury, the North Lunar Node, and Vesta. Mercury represents maybe outside influence, someone who's talking to you, who is trying to convince you of what you don't really believe, or what perhaps you don't even want to really know about. But somehow it attracts you because it has that very special connotation. You know, we are more or less attracted by what is not so bright. We are attracted by the dark zones. That's why we like certain shows on TV or on Netflix and whatever. So maybe on that day and time, depending on what time it is where you are, it may be the 23rd actually of March, not the 24th yet or still. But whatever it is, on that particular moment, you are most probably going to feel something. It's not perhaps that you'll understand, and it's not perhaps that you can really assert what it is exactly, but you're going to feel, and that feeling may influence your reasoning power, which means that you could make a mistake and you could start to believe the other person involved if there is someone else involved, and you could be attracted toward a direction that is not the right one yet. It may be later on, but not yet. Because the North Lunar Node represents that toward which we should be tending to go. So yes, we should be tending to go toward communication, Mercury, maybe going places. You have to go on a journey somewhere, traveling. That's Mercury. but you have an appointment, an important appointment perhaps. You have to prepare that appointment, but you're unsure of yourself. The dark zone, the black moon, is indicating that there is something unknown about what is awaiting somewhere around a corner. And Vesta is there to show that you may feel destabilized. You know, if you lose your balance, you lose your ability to convince intellectually through communication. Mercury is your rational brain, and the moon represents your emotions. The moon is transiting Mercury's sign, which is Gemini. And so the discordance between the two makes it stronger. And if it is stronger, it means that your emotional self is going to interfere with your rational self. Which of the two is going to win that conflict situation? I don't know, because it will be different from one person to another. But what you need to remember is that on that day and time, if you doubt, just stay put. Listen, don't answer, just listen, and then wait until later to act or react according to what you have given yourself the time to think about, to analyze. Because when the moon transits in Cancer next, about 40 hours after this opposition, of course, the moon is going to transit in Cancer. And what is it going to do in Cancer? It's going to reach Jupiter. And Jupiter forms a very nice configuration with Mars. But Mars forms a discordance with the black moon. And Jupiter is forming an inconjunct with the black moon. So, yet still, despite the fact that you may feel much stronger and much more spontaneous in the way you act and react to obtain what you want, to make things better for yourself, there is still an element of doubt, which is represented by the black moon. And that would indicate that you haven't done exactly what should be done to unveil and show what that dark zone is. Shed light on it. It's very important, because there are dark zones a bit everywhere around us, and not on a daily basis, of course, but occasionally they come, they go. But if you don't solve what the dark zone is, it may remain around you, within yourself perhaps, for a much longer time, and it could become a real source of worry and problems. So the solution is to take care of it, and be courageous, be open-minded, be authentic in a manner in which you will deal with that dark zone. Because even if you're wrong, at least you can, consider that you have tried, which is very important. And trying is somehow succeeding, even if you fail. That's my philosophy anyway. Now you see here, Jupiter. I was just talking about Jupiter. Jupiter is going to transit in Leo. Right now it's in Cancer. It's going to transit in Leo from the 30th of June until the 27th of July next year. So for over a year, Jupiter will transit this fire sign. So summer is promising to be quite hot in many ways. Lucas is going to explain to you how he considers and how he analyzes this potential really strong influence of Jupiter in Leo. So if you're interested to find out, it will most probably be very useful to make good use of this influence instead of being just a victim of it, which can happen naturally. So knowing makes you stronger and allows you to take much more benefit from any type of configuration that may occur in the heavens and, of course, around your chart. So on the 21st of March, which is very soon, this weekend actually, Lucas will talk to you about Jupiter in Leo. There is a presentation video on this channel. If you're interested, there is also a link under that video to reach the online form and enroll. Thank you very much. And for now, I will say see you soon, most probably tomorrow, to talk to you about the transit of the moon when it reaches Jupiter here. So it's going to trigger the very, very powerful energy of this giant planet. Bye for now. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself and of those you love.